Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I'm home. I'm having fun.
Okay.
Y'all want to see? I want to see my view.
Yeah, go ahead and see that view.
I'll never stay. I will never stay anywhere else.
Tropical Cleveland.
Hey, you know how I get down.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you know I'm official with the water view.
Yeah,
I'm all about that.
Lake Erie,
okay,
the
Sean.
best of the Great Lakes.
Okay. Hey man, when you gonna get me to Cleveland, bro? When you gonna get me to Cleveland? When y'all gonna get me to Cleveland?
You supposed to be here now. Don't start with me. You supposed to be here now. Don't start with me.
And technically, a professional football team plays there, right?
Yeah.
That was a dig. Go ahead, Sean.
Dang.
So why are you in Cleveland there?
Dang. That hurts. We are here this weekend to celebrate and to appreciate Cleveland boxing on an amateur scale, and even coming now on the professional scale. Boxing is in Cleveland is one of the bigger cities to produce a lot of good boxing, amateur, and like I said again, we got a lot of young guys coming up from Northeast Ohio area as well. So today we're basically here to celebrate Cleveland boxing, acknowledge some of the fighters from here. We've produced an Olympian in 2020, 2016, 2012, 2008, 2 Olympians, 1 alternate myself, and also in 2000 we had an Olympian on the squad that did not participate in the games. Mickey Bay could not qualify, but just saying all that to say, Cleveland boxing is very rich, and today we're going to celebrate that in just a couple of hours. Of course, I'd be dressed like this if I was there with y'all, but I'm specifically dressed to do something in about an hour or so. No, a little longer than that, about 2 hours. So that's why I'm here. I'm actually going to be the MC of the event. I am the master of ceremonies, so I'm about to get down on the mic like I do. Okay. And enjoy the night and enjoy seeing everybody that I haven't seen in a very long time.
Who is your Mount Rushmore top 4 Cleveland boxers of all time? And we'll say Cleveland so you can exclude Kelly and Cincinnati guys.
Exclude?
Yeah, I said Cleveland. So obviously Kelly's from Youngstown.
Yeah. Cleveland greats? So I had this conversation with somebody the other day. They were like, I can't believe you put Roy Jones in your top 5. I said, well, I'm not a boxing historian. I don't go and look back at the greats and their records and who they fought and how they fought and things of that nature. Of course, I've seen some videos, obviously, of guys like Ray Robinson and Muhammad Ali and Joe Louis and those greats. But I didn't specifically put both eyes on those guys and see how great they were. I have not been able to. And I say even beyond that, like back in the day, y'all video was going a little faster. So you don't really get a true
Roy Jones Jr. It's not like that's an offensive.
One of the top,
the guy that I was talking
ever.
Well, yeah, he's my ever, but it's the ever of I'm a 87 baby, and the list goes on. So it would be very hard for me to mention who my Mount Rushmore of Cleveland are, especially right off the top. Not expecting that question, but I believe that eventually I will be on that mountain. So I'm happy about that, and happy I was able to do the things I was able to do inside the ring.
You definitely earned that. Great.
Having Roy top 5 isn't crazy, and if Roy would have retired after the Ruiz fight or the first Tarver fight, nobody would blink at saying he's top 5 ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Is it really fair that we penalize him so much for losing so many fights past his prime? In his prime, he was Mr. Untouchable.
Absolutely.
So
can't be touched, some would say.
Yeah.
He would say.
Last thing I'll say about this, and
Mr. Untouchable was on
last thing I'll say about this, and then we can move forward. But the reason I believe that Cleveland boxing is so rich in amateur boxing is because we have generations of boxing here, and it was like every generation worked with the previous generation, or every generation looked at the previous generation, and there's really is an inheritance of boxing here, definitely amongst the quote-unquote old heads that I am familiar with. They all work together. They all were underneath one gym before going and creating their own gyms, and then fighters from their own gyms became that's what boxing has. It's grown into something that's really massive in Cleveland. And so, like, I'll say this tonight. Usually and sometimes, I won't say usually, but sometimes we had a harder time beating the guy down the street from us than we did going to the nationals and beating guys from other states and other cities. That's how boxing, the competitiveness out here, and everything that we've inherited, the knowledge that we've inherited over the years, it really is world class. And I think now it was world class on the amateur level for a very long time, and I think now we'll start to see that world class on the professional level as well.
RP Clint Martin.
And Shawn, Roger Mayweather used to always say the best fighters come from the Midwest.
Yep.
And I think that includes Ohio.
Absolutely.
So do you think that it's not so much that there's an Ohio style or a Cleveland style, that it's a part of the greater Midwest style that we get from fighters from the Midwest?
Yeah. Yeah, and even somebody told me the other day, they're like, I've never been to Cleveland, but I've been to Detroit. I say, yeah, you've been to Cleveland. In much respect to both cities, they are very much alike. And I think that trickles down even to the boxing. I think that we're athletically gifted, and then there's this hardness that's built up around us because of our atmosphere and where we come from. And I think that all in all, the richness that the Midwest has in boxing, it's easy for myself or for Roger Mayweather to say the Midwest, because guess what? In order to get to the nationals, you had to beat somebody from Detroit, or you had to beat somebody from Indiana or somewhere in this Midwest region, and it was hard. It was much harder sometimes than even the guys that you fought at the nationals. So yeah, I would definitely, from a biased perspective, say the best boxers come from the Midwest, but also from my experience, a lot of great boxing came from the Midwest. And even if you beat us, you had a hell of a time in there trying to beat us.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG, Ant with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.